Anyway, yeah, just had to drop it in there. So, all right. So, like, since we talked about yield max, if you're scared on yield max, you're scared on yield max products, learn to, on the red days, learn how to buy in there. And on the green days, learn how to trim and curb your enthusiasm. We say it all the time. What number is it, Steve?
Number 3, man.
Number 3. Right? Rule
what
number 3. What's rule number 3? Go ahead. Read it out.
Curb your enthusiasm on green days and control your emotions on red days. I had to make that one because I'm like, man, my account moving 5-figure swings in a day is like, dude, you have to just like what happened yesterday. Like,
look at your account today. What are you up like 17 grand in one day?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, shit's crazy.
Because of MVDL, right?
Yeah. Well, so a bunch of other things too, but
Oh yeah, MVDL, MVDY, and then a lot of the Yomax products just exploded today,
up,
right? Because they got clipped yesterday. So it's like on these days when they're down, like you have to really get in there.
I don't know who I had this combo with, but they were saying if say you put 100,000 in yield max products, and then what if all the money goes out? What if the actual value is 25% down? I'm like, well, if the value is down, you still own X amount of shares that you already bought, so you're still getting paid no matter what. Is your initial principal down? Yes, but you would still be getting paid, although you don't lose the money unless you sell out of the position.
Well, I mean, like this is what I tell people and stuff. The best time to buy these yield max products is right after the distribution. Immediately right after the distribution. When it's dropping $2, $3, $4 a share right after distribution, that's when you want to get in there.
That shit
you lowered your average cost. And then when next payment comes, you do the same thing. You rinse and repeat. So the yield max, how you play the yield max products is you define how much you want to get paid monthly, and then you take a back seat. So if your number is $5K a month, once you hit $5K a month, take a back seat. Anytime you see it down on the red days, get in there. Anytime you see the distribution, get in there. Because those are the days that they're down. So those are the days that you want to jump in. Like, it's simple. Like, don't complicate your life. Don't complicate yourself. When it's down, jump in. Jump in. Jump in. So,
know that majority of the people are scared. So if you can be one of them people that exhibits calmness and coolness and knowing that keeping the long-term vision, guess what? You're a very unique trader. You're a very unique investor. And that's the type of people we want to, let's say,
you're
together.
A beast. You're a beast. If on red days when everybody's crying and everybody's complaining and you pull out the wallet and open it up and start spending, you're a beast. That's what you're supposed to be doing. On the red days, you buy. On the green days, you trim.
You're like this.
Yeah, like you chilling. Like you don't let this stress you. You play the game properly.
Literally,
it's a game. You play it properly. If you play it properly and you abide by the principles that we're laying out on this podcast, and we're literally handing you everything via podcast, via YouTube, via TikTok, via Instagram Reels. For free $99.
And all our sources are here. We're not telling you nothing where we're like, well, how did they figure that out? Or how do we know they're not making it up? It's all down there.
Yeah, and it's funny. And it's funny because we look on content online, and everything that I'm saying and Steve's saying, you can't find online. You know why? Because they don't want to tell you. We're telling you.
Yep.
We're telling you.
There's certain things, of course, you're going to be certain things you're going to be able to find if you look it up. But there's some things where.
But a lot of the structure and stuff like that, they're not going to tell you. They're going to charge you. He's like, hey, you got an extra 2 Gs for me? You got an extra 3 Gs for me? 4 Gs for me? 5 Gs for me? They want to charge you.
The things we're putting in the Discord that you could come in for $25 to see is
literally
you would be paying at least probably anywhere from $600 to $1,500.
Insanity.
Just to even know how to do it. Then to even talking about getting the trade. That's probably at least $150 a month, $200 a month thing that somebody's doing,
me, I don't we don't really care about the money. We're more so building the community.
I'm saying for other people.
We want to give people. They're gonna charge a lot of money.
Yeah,
they're gonna charge you a lot of money.
That's what I'm saying.
Faithfully, they're gonna charge you a lot of money for everything that we're giving to you. For nothing.
There's 50, 60 members in there. We just know if we're consistent and we're ourselves and we don't try to be greedy, we just provide the value we want to provide. We be solid, morally right people. It's going to get there.
We're obviously on the road to be content creators. That's obviously what it is.
We hit 1,000 followers.
Yeah.
On Instagram.
We're going to be here. I'm going to be here every week, 2 episodes a week reporting. And I'm going to be reporting the names. I'm going to tell you what I see. I'm going to tell you what I like. And I'm going to tell you what I bet. And, it's a good chance that you're on a better side than than most, and you're on the better side than being by yourself doing this. So, you know, when I started trading 8 years ago, 7 years ago, and I was trading options and futures, there wasn't shit online. There wasn't nobody I could talk to. Like, all my friends took corporate jobs, and none of them wanted to take risk on their own. Like, everybody went to the office. You know, so I didn't have anyone to talk to. Everything I learned by losing my damn money. I lost my money constantly, over and over and over and over and over and over and over, and then again, over, and then some more. And then that's how I learned, by losing. Sometimes the more you lose is the more you learn, and then after that turns to W's. You start turning to W's. Then you start winning, until it becomes like a clockwork, like a consistent, constant thing. So, you know, for all the traders and all the investors, all the option players, if you're losing constantly, make that lesson a blessing. Learn from it.
Number 6.
What was that? Number six, right?
Come on, man.
Every lesson's a blessing.
Look
right?
at every lesson like a blessing, man. Come on.
Yeah, like
and
you
it's
gotta
like,
learn.
You know, but the thing is, if you're not looking at it as a blessing, and you don't get to take the lesson out of it, and you're just worried about what you did wrong and why you lost and why you feel bad about it, and you're not thinking about how to correct it, you're not really looking at it as a blessing. And then when it happens again, you're like, but I thought about it, and you thought about it, but you didn't look at it as like a good thing to improve. So make sure, you know, people like how you did, you know, like you're looking at the bad things and you're like, well, I can improve on this way. Yeah. I can do it this, like, you know, that
like
way.
I can tell you this. I've lost so many times that I know that I don't want to lose. Like, you know.
That's
and
why
like,
we play it safe, secure.
Once
like,
you reach that pinnacle in trading where you're just like tired of losing or you're just tired of making mistakes, I'm telling you, you're going to start learning. You're going to start making winning trades. You're going to start being profitable. So that's why people are very excited about our podcast. That's why our follower accounts are going through the roof. That's why our views are going through the roof. That's why everything we're doing
TikTok,
is going through the roof.
TikTok,
why? Because we're giving you everything, all the shit that we went through. We're giving it to you, and a lot of people share the same experiences as us.
Yep. You know what?
A lot of people share it.